Hello and welcome along to another episode of this new Cricket 19 story, The England Years, with me, Daniel. We're back with our same pro that we left off from our first career, but this time we're back for the international honours, the big games, the England International, the Test Series, the T20 World Cups, the One Day Internationals, and of course the big franchise tournaments across the world too. And today we're back for our second Test match in Sri Lanka. We played through the first, we said we'd be back if we got to bat again. Unfortunately we weren't. So if you have missed any of the series so far, you can catch up in the eye above. A massive thank you to everyone who has supported it. If you're enjoying it and looking forward to this one, please do put a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel down below for 2 episodes a week from this career, as well as daily FM20 content and much more. We continue our live stream series every Tuesday at 10 AM, so if you want to get to know me and the channel better, that's probably the best place to start. And thank you also again for your support here and over on the podcast channel, where things have started to go a little bit nuts. But let's go back into this one, and before we head into the second test and find out what we're going to be doing and what action we can show today, we might as well finish off the first test in terms of the result and the outcome, because we had another fantastic little spell, and this time it was with the ball. So you remember in the first innings we start taking 4 for 30. We then unfortunately got out pretty early with the bat, 18 off 12, got caught LB while trying to be a bit too clever on day one. But then with the ball, we came back with aplomb. We got 2 wickets, one caught behind by Bairstow, one bowled out, and we got a run out as well. So things looking very good on the bowling front, and you can see we had that man's number again, Samara Wickrama. We got him out both times. Fantastic spell. Did we get the silver in the first innings as well? We didn't, that was Moeen Ali. But we got our main man, we got him out quickly again. He was being a bit more aggressive this time, but we clean bowled him as he went to play an offensive stroke. And we finished with 2 for 19 off 10 overs. So not quite as much of an influence as we had in the first innings. I guess it was a little bit more for the pace bowlers. Maybe Ben Stokes the only one who was disappointing. But otherwise, a really good innings for us. 2 more wickets, a good economy this time. And that's 6 wickets from the match, as well as 18 runs. Not a disaster. And you can see, despite Josh Buttler getting a double century, not out, despite Johnny Bairstow getting nearly 200 and plenty of catches, and despite us failing with the bat, we got man of the match. 6 wickets on debut, and we obviously impressed. A massive innings and 35 run victory, and we got man of the match. I mean, what a perfect debut. We've definitely got to focus on the ball a bit more in the test match for England, as it seems we're struggling slightly with the bat. And the top 2 ranked sides are going head to head, so let's go and get into it. It is Sri Lanka v England in the second test match. Who's going to be favourites this time? We've definitely got just about the better side, both in the test outfits and a dusty, hard, dry surface. So very similar to what we had in the first test, and we know very much we can succeed in those conditions. So in we go. The heat is going to be difficult, but let's see how we get on in the second test and what action we're going to have for the rest of this episode. Here we go then, second test time. The umpires are out, the Sri Lanka and England teams are out. Let's see if the 11's the same, and then let's go to the toss to see how Joe Root gets on. Will we be batting or bowling? I'd quite like to bat first. The wicket-keeper Samara Wickrama is in the Sri Lanka squad, so we've got someone to aim for. And I think that is exactly the same 11 for England again, so no changes for the second test, and why would they after the first performance? It was a very good one, and our bowling display has kept us at the top of the batting order. But if Buttler and Bairstow are scoring at their rate, then we haven't got to worry about runs. The wickets seem to be what we're there for. But let's skip ahead to the toss. Of course on the telly, England have called. Will Joe Root get the victory? He's gone for tails, and here it is in the air. We love this animation. It falls. It is Sri Lanka's toss. Are they going to bat or bowl? Surely they'll bat first, and it means we'll have another bowling episode. Sri Lanka have chosen to bowl. So we will be back in a minute to open the batting for England on day one. We struggled in the evening last time. We got caught out by a full delivery. But this time we're going to start our innings. Hopefully it will be a good enough one that we can't fit it all into one episode. And we'll be able to carry it on Wednesday. But I'm not going to get my hopes up just yet. We've obviously not gone past 40 in an England shirt with a bat. So let's see if we can do that today. We'll be back in a moment to face the first ball. It's the first ball of the day. It's Kamara. It's going to be the same opening bowlers that we faced last time and that got us out. There is a lot of space down on the leg side, and although we've timed that late against the quick bowler, we're still going to get through for 1. We possibly could have got a second there, but it's a little tight, so I'm not going to get too involved with that. But we're off the mark first ball, despite not timing it well, and James Vince can see off the rest against the quick paceman. Lackmal in at the other end. Again, over the wicket, right armour. This time we can play to the leg side. There's space out there. We've not really got a lot on it. Again, it's the same pitch. It's a long way to the boundary over there. But the field has dictated that we can get an easy 3 because they're miles away too. To be honest, I reckon we could have probably run 4 there. But he didn't want to take a risk with a throw. It was only a whisker away from the stumps. But 4 runs off 2 balls. A positive start. They're leaving space on the leg side. And what we've got to learn from the last innings is that we don't leave anything. Vince gets his first run there, straight back up the other end, and that one's hit much better. This should reach the boundary. It's going to be 8 runs off 3. And again, we've talked about this at test level. Why in these test matches have we been given so much space on the leg side? The bowler's taught there and then nothing changes. And I mean, we've really struggled, particularly in the county championship, but also to an extent at Sheffield Shield level, to get runs quickly. It's been a strike rate that's average. It's been 70, it's been 80. And here we can just fly out the traps because the deliveries are all over the place. This one again is on its way to the boundary. Even if it doesn't reach, we're going to be able to run 4 here. It has reached the boundary. I mean, this is fantastic. I know we got excited last time and then got pegged back very quickly. And the run rate does generally slow when the spinners come in. But I found this a little bit comforting that we're able to adapt to this level so well. A really good start into double figures, so I guess we're not going to completely fail even if we get out now. And I can assure you that I will not be leaving anything to chance. Again, we've flown one to the leg side. Again, the field has not been changed. And again, this one's going to be tight. It might not make it, but it's going to be an easy 3. We've run 3 and it's gone for 4. A fantastic start, 16 runs for me. And we're looking very good here with England. A very slow over for James Vince again. 3 off 13 for him, but England 19 without loss. Looking really good as the timing wasn't quite so strong there, so this will just be 2. But even so, you can't complain at that. In fact, it's going to be 3. Because there's no fielder in sight, and we're able to just get them through. The throw was terrible. And for a side rated at least 80 overall, this is not a good performance. Lackmal now 26 conceded off an over and a half. Most of those to us as they go short, and we've just gone off the back foot this time. This is almost disappointing at international level. You expect it to be the hardest challenge, the biggest, toughest test. And as this one goes for 4 again, and we move into the 20s, I believe, it's been easier than county cricket. 23 off 7 is ridiculous. We've got this on hard difficulty. I'm not sure why this is occurring now. That one's full. Again, even like the last test against Sri Lanka, there were a few that were tight. There were ones we didn't know whether to leave. There were some going across the stumps that you didn't know what to do with. But here, every opportunity is to score a run, and there has been nothing outside off. There's been nothing that's going to tempt an edge to the slips, and there's been nothing that's even going to test us as a batsman. We know we don't need to leave them, and we can just fly them off to leg side. Kamara's in. Can he do any different? That's a better delivery. That's what we were looking for and expecting at test level. Vince has get his hand in against Kamara as well. Not against Kamara, sorry, against the other bowler, Lackmal. He's got into double figures now as well. But this is better from Kamara. Bowling outside off, making it difficult, tempting you into an edge, tempting you into a stroke that could go to the slips. And that's what we want to see. So I'm really surprised Lackmal has continued to bowl. Kamara's coming in, and we've got to make sure we don't leave the wrong delivery, because we've been there before, and this one probably should have been left, but we just get it away. And although the fielder's going, we're going to get 2, because there is so much space out on the outfield here. You can just sort of play it out, and you're guaranteed 1 or 2 runs if you beat a fielder. But Kamara's line has been far better. It's been much harder, and it's been a proper test challenge, exactly what it should be. Short ball outside leg. Not sure if we'll get away with a wide there. We do, so we're going to face that one again. But we're on 27 thanks to Lackmal's spell. But Kamara's finally given us a test. It's not going to be a failure, but can we get it away? We can't. It's a short one, we duck out the way, and with 5 overs gone, England flying on 39 without loss. We've got 27 of them. Well, we've got to be fair. The captain has acted quickly for Sri Lanka. He has brought the spinner in. Oh, that was close to the stumps. I probably shouldn't have left that. We get away with it though, just outside off. If it had tweaked, it was coming back in. That was going to be hard to deal with. But we've got the man in. Push Pakamura. I mean, what a bowler that is. I mean, he's got a great field. He's bowling outside off, and he's making it hard to score. Exactly what Test cricket should be. The first ball, we didn't know whether to leave it or not. James Vince is being pegged back on the score in front now. Just 4 off his last 6. And we've got one straight at the stumps. That one we can get away. Probably just a single because he's got the fielder's place well as well. A good experienced bowler does that. Make sure that you can't get more than one. And we've got James Vince back on strike as we move on to 28, but the strike rate just creeping down, and it will probably eventually reach normality now. Kamara's in again. He's bowling from the other end this time, but we know he's a very good quick bowler. So we're going to have to be careful unless he loses his line. This one straight, we get it away. That's a fantastic shot. No doubt about that one reaching the boundary. 4 runs. England go past 50 today. No, 48 now without loss. And we've got 32 of them as we're starting to eye up a half century in this episode. In it comes to the stumps again. Full delivery. Caught us out with a slightly slower ball. But again, there's no fielder in sight. This time it's going to be 2. And England do move to 50 without loss. What we'll do is we'll play through until we get out or get to 50. Whichever comes first. But the 50 partnership is already up. 2 balls gone in the over. Here comes Kamara. We know he can do it, but will he deliver well? Oh, he nearly got us the same way. You remember the last test match, a full delivery just outside off and it swung back in. And that one nearly got us as well, but thankfully we got away with leaving it. 34 off 18. I mean, it's been an incredible start. That over off Lakmal is the one that has set us away. Kamara is just starting to lose his shape a little, and we should get at least 2 here. The fielder's chasing into the outfield. How quick's he going to get there? I don't want to risk a third. And to be honest, at the rate we're going, we don't need to. So 2 balls left in the over. We stay on strike. James Vince plodding along well by test standards. 15 off 27 is a good start. And he's largely faced Kamara, don't forget. We faced the full Lakmal over. And that was the one where we got 16 runs. As it is, we just duck out the way of the short ball. And we're back for the final ball of the over. We've got 8 off this one, which isn't bad going. And it comes in full, outside off. And that's the first one that we just dallied at that we probably shouldn't have. The end of the over. And we're starting to have the odd little scare here. I think, in fairness, we have to say the spinner's been a revelation here. James Vince has got 1 run. He only conceded 1 off his first over as well. And we're now playing defensively off a good short ball. The wicket keeper's throwing it at our back for some reason. But this guy is looking like the ultimate economy. Hopefully we can replicate it later. The fact he's causing trouble and found a good line, he's getting those little gaps in the pitch, he's breaking some cracks up. And hopefully it means that later on we'll be able to bowl them out cheaply. We did it really well bowling first last time, and bowling second, you'd like to hope we can do the same. But hang on a minute, James Vince is out. He has been bowled by Kamara, caught by Krishnan. I'm not sure, he's not the wicket keeper, is he? Because that's the man that we always bowl out. So I'm interested to see how that progresses. We look at the economy there. Kamara 3.8, Lakmal 12. And now we've got the spinner in with an economy of 1. It is chalk and cheese between these 3. And now we've got to face it with our skipper at the crease. So it's just outside off, and we might have to start leaving a few here. 10 overs gone, England flying on the run rate, 57 for 1. But losing 2 wickets in quick succession would be a big problem. This is where England start to collapse. Oh, nearly. It's a late miss, and we're really struggling with this spinner, because he bowls it through quickly. Almost got the same speed as a Rashid Khan. Someone who's obviously extremely effective at T20 level. And we're just having to play patiently. But I don't want to leave the wrong one. If the wrong one swings back in, we're in big trouble. Thankfully, most of them are bouncing quite high, but I'm still a little bit nervous here. We're halfway through the over. We haven't looked like scoring a run, and we're just having to leave and play very defensive. So at least you're getting to see a bit of realistic test cricket here. We're just getting out of the way. We're just making sure there is no chance of a wicket. We haven't had to play defensive yet, but I wouldn't say it's a long way off. 5 balls gone, no run, and he might be on for another maiden. He has nailed his line perfectly. Here is the final ball. He's bought in the field. He's left the gap on the offside. He is desperate to get us playing at it, but I'm not going to oblige, mate. He's played narrow. Oh, we nearly went for it. We tried to swing. We got impatient. We lost concentration, but we survive it. Just hits us on the pad, and it's gone straight through to the keeper. A maiden for the Sri Lankan spinner, and our first really testing spell here. Well, Joe Root, the skipper, has definitely got the right idea. Stays on strike at the other end to Kamara. Gets 2 runs off the 6 balls. And now we're back to face the spinner again. We're almost up to 1 a ball now. That's how well he's bowling and how economical he's been. I just can't take the risk outside off. We're desperate to make an impression with England, and that means getting a half century. Anyone that's coming near the stumps we're trying to swing at. But as you've seen again there, we're not getting much success at all. We're not timing them right. if we did connect, we're probably then hitting it to the man at silly point there. Let's go and have a look. This one's better. We get it away. Oh no, we might run a skipper out. Oh, luckily the fielder was very lackadaisical. I didn't even notice him there. We just played to leg side and we went a bit too fine. But we rushed through for the single and we saved Joe Root. And now we've got even more bad news. There's a spinner at the other end as well. We're on 37 off 32. This one's wide of off stump. Oh, it just caught us on the pads. Any edge and we were out there. You'd expect coming over the wicket that perhaps you'd get a chance to play leg side, but this has not happened at all. It's another ball in, straight at the stumps, that's the one. We thunder it, we connect well, it's good timing, but it's only going to be a single as there's men out on the boundary. They're starting to set a good field here, and it's going to make getting to 50 very hard and a bit more taxing. He's in again, halfway through the over. Joe Root's moved on to 12 now. This one's outside off. We tried to play down the ground. The fielder came in, I thought he was going to get there, and in the end he didn't, he just backed out of it. So it went down to the man at long off, and he eventually gets it back as we scamper through for one. 39 off 35 as it stands. We're back facing the left armour. He's conceded 7 off 4 now, so Joe Root must have nicked a few singles, but again he's continuing outside off to us, really enjoying bowling to the left-hander. And perhaps that's where Joe Root's getting it a bit easier. If he likes going over the wicket, probably suits him to go leg side. But for us, it doesn't work at all, although that one just drifted a bit. Lost his line and we're able to get through. Just a single, but Joe Root back facing the difficult man, and we move into the 40s. Final ball of the 15th over. Joe Root has put us back on against the left-hander, but we do get one away. Oh no, we just get through. I thought we'd run out Joe Root. We've nearly done it twice now. We stay on strike for the next over as we reach the drinks break. 15 overs gone, James Vince out for 20, Joe Root joining us on 12, and we're now on 41 off 38 deliveries. A flying start against Lackmal, who had a disastrous spell at the start, but it has all dried up a bit now. It's getting very difficult, though we do scamper for 2 here. The right arm spinner giving us a good delivery. We've placed it well, very fine, made the fielder run around, and we're now just 7 away. It would be a magical moment to get to 50. That's what we're aiming for. He's coming in again. Again it's on the stumps. Again we get it away. Again we should get 2. We've placed it perfectly. The timing's not great, but we've got it away and we get back comfortably. 3 more of those please and we will be at 50 for England in a test match for the first time. Bundy continuing to go over the wicket. Continues with the same field, though that man has got slightly finer. We've managed to go finer with the shot though. So this time it's the slip who's chasing, and we're going to get through for 2. Absolutely easy there. No problem at all. We move on to 80 with England. The run rate's still about 5 and we're now on 47 off 41. 2 more run scoring shots and hopefully we'll be there. This one's at the stumps as well. Harder to go fine because he got that line just outside off. And we don't get it as fine, but we do still beat the fielder and find a gap that allows 2. That moves us on to the nervous score. It is 49 not out of 43 deliveries. Bundy continuing to do well and he's got 2 balls left. He's moved his field round and I worry if he's going to go outside off here. We don't want to attack them. We get it away to the leg side. It is 50 for the first time in an England test shirt. It's our 3rd innings. We've had 1 against Sri Lanka in the first innings last match and 1 against Ireland as well, both in innings victories, but we have reached 50. It took 44 deliveries and it is a massive moment in his career. As you can see, Joe Root faced the last ball of the over, just a dot but he stays in and we're starting to build a partnership. We did lose James Vince for 20 after we reached our 50 partnership ourselves, but we have now made the biggest achievement of our career. A Test 50 opening for England, just over a run of ball, massively helped by Lackmal, who bowled 2 awful overs to us and we were able to get so many runs off them. Kamara, the left arm and right arm spinner have both been testing us, but we have got there eventually. 50 runs, a half century with England, and this is where we really want to go on. So do you know what? As much as this episode is over, we will continue at exactly the same point next time, and let's see if we can get the other 50 and make it to 100. Might be a bit tougher, might be a big ask, but a test century, oh, I've got the appetite for it now. So if you are looking forward to that and you did enjoy our first test half century, please do put a thumbs up on the video. It does make such a difference. I really have appreciated your support with this new career and hope you continue to enjoy it as we continue to blossom in our test cricket. Let me know in the comments what you think we can do to improve against the left arm spinner. I was a little bit reluctant to play outside off, so let me know if you found a good way to do so. But if not, we'll continue as we're going and wait for the right ball. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for 2 episodes a week from this series every Wednesday and Saturday at 1 PM. We've also got daily FM20 content at 4:30, as well as a weekly live stream series every Tuesday morning. You can get to know me better and join in with the community. I really do enjoy it, so I hope you're able to pop along. And in the weekly stadium review series continues tomorrow. And it's my second home, the dearest one to my heart. We're talking about Kenilworth Road, home of Luton Town. Of course, as a season ticket holder and growing up watching my first games there, it's a very special one to me. So if you've ever visited as a home or away fan, then let me know what you think as well. A quick thank you too for your support over on our football podcast channel. It has really gone mad the last few weeks. We've been interviewing loads of pros and we've had quite a lot of success, and I can see a few of you have come over. So thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already, please do go and check it out. There's a link to the channel in the eye above. But I really am grateful and enjoying it at the moment, so thank you again for giving it a try. But a big thanks for watching this one and your continued support of our Cricket 19 career and the channel in general. And we'll be back on Wednesday to pick up from this exact point as we continue with the bat for England, 50 not out, the first Test half century, and we're going to try and double it and get to the big 3 digits. I hope to see you there.